everybody, and welcome back to another day here at Reachin Reverie. If you get to the end of this video and you liked what you saw, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. And if you want to stay up to date with everything going on here at Reachin Reverie, please hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date with each step of the way. These past couple videos have been speeding through our progress. We were wanting to do an in-depth video each step of the way as we build our shop from the ground up, but we have been glazing over pretty briefly some of the steps in recent videos because we have been under a lot of pressure to get moved out of our rental duplex as soon as possible. We did already tell our landlord that the 1st of October we will be out, have the place empty and cleaned and ready to go, so that she can start doing any mold remediation that she may want to do or get it set up for another tenant, if that's what she chooses to do. So Josh and I have been working overtime trying to get this shop in order and ready to move in. And when I say Josh and I mean mostly Josh. He surprised me. My birthday's actually tomorrow, and his big gift for me this year for my birthday is to get that shop moving ready so that we can have our land and a place out here to live on. So he took off work this week and has been really pushing hard to get the shop finished. So a lot of that has not been recorded, but we will go in and show you guys what he has been up to. We have had a little bit of help from friends along the way as well. Thank you so much, Jean, for coming over last night and staying until midnight helping us prime the ceiling. I really appreciate you so much. And then my sister came to visit with her husband last weekend, Lauren and Rick, and we had such a great time together. We went up to Balmoral, which is a natural spring-fed swimming pool that has fish in it and turtles and plants, and we went swimming for a day up there and really got to spend some quality time together. They helped out a little bit getting the metal roof put on, putting some foam on the outside with me, and we got to do some yard games and just really have a great time with company and community hanging out together. And Josh has a full-time job besides this week when he took off, but he works a full-time job. He also on the side does contractor work, and then has been working on the shop. So he's putting in consistently every day, basically without a day off since June. And today is September 19th. He has been putting in about 14 hours a day, 12 to 14 hours a day working on between job, contracting, and the shop. So we're really hoping that when we get this shop pushed out, he can have a little bit of a slowdown, catch his breath, and reset before our next big project. And myself, of course, I have a full-time job, and then after work and on the weekends come home and work on the shop. So we've been pretty busy, and we're so close to having it move-in ready. This is a shop, first and foremost. We will be living in the shop temporarily while we build our house. If you're new to our channel, the shop that we are building is essentially going to be our living room and bathroom. It's where my dog and cat are going to live. And we also have this RV behind me that will be our bedroom and kitchen. We do plan on building a house on the property. We're gonna have a fruit orchard, a large garden, and a pasture for dairy goats. So there is a lot to come as we build this homestead one step at a time. But the very first step is getting moved out here full time, and that means the shop has got to get complete. So this is the shop. We are planning on stuccoing it. We do want to move into it and get that chipped away a little bit at a time. And so the outside is not going to look complete, but let's go in and take a look at where we're at on the inside of this shop. We have wild portulaca on the property, and the caterpillars seem to love it. Look at that. Super cool. I actually bought portulaca seeds and have been growing them in my garden. And of course the kind that I buy have really large flowers, and the ones that are native growing here on the property have really small flowers, but it's so refreshing and I love it, walking and stumbling across them. But every little portulaca plant that I found seems to have a caterpillar on it, which is kind of... So Josh and I were discussing our game plan for this weekend, and so I stopped that video as we were coming in here, but this is where we're at so far. So it's not going to look like as finished as like a house when we get done with this, because this is a shop. I changed y'all to super view so y'all can see a little bit more wide angle to get a better picture of everything, but things on the outside may appear warped because of the lens. But yeah, so this is going to be where we are going to live, as our living room and bathroom while we build our house. In the future, if you're new to our channel, our house is going to go right over there. It's going to be a 40 by 40, and then we're going to have an 1.5 acre pasture at the back of the property over there as well. And so for now, in the meantime, until we can get that house built, we will be living in this shop, which is 16 feet wide. It is 24 feet long from this wall to that wall, and then there's an 8 by 8 bathroom on the back. We do have electricity now. Let there be light. So that light switch allows these 4 lights in the ceiling to turn on. We will also be installing a ceiling fan, which I do have in my car, so we are ready to get that installed. And then into the bathroom, this is 8 by 8. We do have a window over here. We are going to be putting in a toilet. We're going to be having a water heater closet right there. We will have a washer and dryer right here, stackable, which we actually got in today. And then in this corner, we'll have a very deep and wide utility sink. So us getting moved into the shop, we don't necessarily have to have the bathroom done, because we do also have a bathroom in the RV, but it would be for convenience to have a standard shower and toilet with running water where we can, you know, sit comfortably or shower comfortably. The RV actually does have a larger shower than the one I have at my apartment in town right now, so I actually prefer showering in the RV over across town. But this will be an upgrade as well. This shower is going to be 3 feet wide by 4 feet long, lots of room. I think we're going to do one of those curved shower curtains to give it even a bigger feel. But we do have electricity and lights in here. You can see we have a light that he's installing. It does work right here, and that just shows the thinness of these LED lights. It's so neat to me how much light they can put off and how low profile they can be. And so in the bathroom, we do still need to put OSB on the walls. We're actually thinking about putting Hardy Backer, which is more water resistant, and then we are going to be having like corrugated tin in the walls of the shower. We will be building a wall right here to back the shower, and then that's our bathroom. So what we need completed for us to be able to move in this weekend, I need to finish painting this entire room. We're going to do primer on the walls, and then we're going to come back and put the overcoat, or the top coat, I guess would be the word to say, on this room. We are also going to clean the floors. If you can believe it, this was painted with primer a month ago, and you can see how dirty these floors have become over time. So we'll give it a good sweep, a little mop, and we will paint the floors with their top coat, which is going to be a porch and floor paint. And then the ceilings are actually completely completed. My friend Jean came over yesterday and she helped painting the first coat on the ceiling. Josh came in today and completed that first coat. He came in with a nice thick layer over top and then came on with the top coat on the ceiling, which is like a ceiling paint that when you paint it on, it's pink and it dries white, so you know you don't miss any spots. And so that is actually completed. Like this ceiling, that's the way it's gonna look. Our seams, you can kind of see, it is the way that we are gonna leave it because this is a shop, so we aren't gonna come back and like float the seams or anything like that. But for functionality purposes, I think it's looking great. And we do have a beautiful Borzoi. She's my dog, Evie, who will be staying here. She is an indoor only dog. She does love to go outside with us during the day, and we love going on adventures, but she did recover from a broken leg and needs to be supervised while outside so she doesn't re-injure herself. So she will be living in here. Of course, we'll take her for walks and exercise and adventures, but she'll be living in the shop. We also have an indoor cat, Russell, and he will be having this little cutout here. Will be a door eventually to a little catio, and we plan on putting a catwalk out here so that he can get out and have fresh air and sunshine. It will be lifted off the ground enough to keep him away from predators while still safely being able to enjoy the outdoors. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a helicopter pet owner, helicopter mom here, because I won't just let him outside to get picked off by a coyote or a fox. Josh has seen a coyote on the property. He's seen foxes. We see raccoon prints everywhere. So when you come around the outside of the property, so when you come around the outside of the shop, his little cat door is going to be like in this section. So that's basically above my head height. So I think he'll be pretty safe up there. Well, I'm gonna get to it because these walls are not gonna paint themselves and we are on a time crunch here. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we get this shop painted. I forgot to show you guys an update on the plants my sister brought when she visited that we got planted. This is a Cenizo, which is a type of sage that is native, and it has purple flowers. I've been watering him about every other day, and once he gets established, we'll back off on that watering a little bit once he's good to go. But we did get these rocks on the property, and this is mulch that we mulched in our chipper of mesquite trees, so he's looking really good. Then in the front, we'll have to show you another time when I'm not on a time crunch, our other bed where we have 4 more native plants that my sister brought as well. All right, so it is now just a little bit after 10. We started at about 7 this evening, and let's see where we did. Change that over to super view, get a good look. Got it all primed and ready to go. We are planning on putting trimmer on the floor, so we're not worried too much about getting right all the way down to the bottom. But there you have it. So tomorrow I do plan on coming back in and putting our color coat on the walls. We are planning on painting that floor again, and we will be painting the bathroom. So pretty exciting. Now the ceiling fan does come with this remote, and watch this. You can dim the lights, and then you can also increase the brightness, and then you can also do the speeds. So that was a pretty good deal. We really like it. Put that in there so it doesn't get paint on it. As you can see, we've been having some fun here today, but we're gonna call it a night, get lots of rest because there's a lot more work to do tomorrow.